there is always a version of yourself that you are creating. You create this version of yourself. And it's interesting to understand what the version is. So you see this a lot with somebody that is overweight and they don't like who they are. They've created a version of themselves of this is who I am and I don't like it. And when they put effort in and they go to the gym and they diet and they specifically lose weight and they start to change their shape, they become a different version of themselves. They like themselves better. So it's a different version. You see it a lot with somebody who is just starting to date somebody that's new. They create a version of themselves to impress the person that they like. So it's like we're play acting, we're role playing. We make a version to impress other people, to like ourselves. And so when things go wrong, especially in a relationship, if it starts out great and you've created this version of yourself that you like, you're getting up every day, you're enthusiastic, you're creative, you like who you are. If that relationship ends and you're grieving that ending, you're also grieving the version of yourself that you think is lost. Because when that person's not there, you might not be able to create that version of yourself without them being there. And that's the key, is trying to create a version of yourself that doesn't rely on external factors. It's what's coming from you internally. I also heard something really fascinating the other day. It said, if you got what you wanted, how would that change you as a person? And you hear this a lot with somebody that, let's say they win Cross Lotto and they say, I'm still going to go to work because I love what I do. So the money does not change them as a person. It changes their circumstances where they might not have, they have relief. It's relief what they're experiencing because the money's just there. Or if they do want to travel, the money's there. It's just like the money's there, but it doesn't change them as a person. They still, the version of who they are, they still want to be. So if you think about, what do you want in life? What do you want to have? And what version of you is that going to be? How are you going to change? And I feel like that's a little key point in when we're trying to manifest things. And you know how, first of all, you have a thought of what you want. You create in your mind, this is what I would like in my life. And then you have to feel the emotion. You have to see the version of you that's in that future and feel how different is it to the person that you are today. And sometimes I think, well, if there is absolutely no difference in the version of me, why am I trying to bring it into my life? Why do I need it? What is that? It really makes you think a bit deeper. Like, why do I want that? Because I like the version that I am now. Or am I going to be a better version of myself if I have that? Or is it not so much that I want to change, that I'm looking for a feeling of relief? So if it was money, it's just that feeling of, it's relief. It's always there. So I need to focus on visualizing myself in the future, but not visualizing all the stuff and not visualizing that, just visualizing, feeling relief in my body. That that big sigh of relief. And a few times a day, if you just give yourself a big sigh of relief and feel into the relief, that's the feeling that you want to have in the future. That's what you're manifesting, is relief. So you don't have to worry about the how it unfolds, because when you get there, you will have that feeling of relief. So it's very important that you see the version of yourself, but also feel into, what is that feeling that I'm trying to get. That's the key, one of the steps in the key thing to manifesting. Just really focusing on that emotion. And sometimes you can say to yourself, I want to feel happy. And you say the words, but you can't feel it. So you have to find something in your today world that creates that feeling of joy, so that you can remember what that feeling is. Even if it's just watching a video and laughing just laughing and laughing and laughing and just harnessing that feeling of joy and think, this is what I want to feel in the future. This same feeling, I want to have more of that in the future. So focus more on the version of yourself that you would like to be, and how do you start changing things today to move into that version of yourself.